Hi guys, hope you're well. So here I am in Soho, just going to go over to the Sanctum Soho Hotel up on the rooftop where Ronnie Field's going to be signing the paperback version of his book Nefarious, and looking forward to meeting Brendan and a few of the chaps. So it's going to be a good afternoon, and always enjoy meeting all these people.
Thank you very much.
Right, Brendan, we're here with the legend Ronnie.
Sir Ronnie in my book, do you know what I mean? He's a proper legend to me.
Absolutely.
I feel lucky every time I come and see Ronnie. He's an old school gentleman that you just love hearing his stories.
Yeah, because I mean Ronnie is the real deal, isn't he?
He really is the real deal, and we're not going to get another generation like this.
Yeah.
There's no generation coming through that are going to be like this. Right, so we've got to enjoy them and cherish and take the wisdom from them for the future.
Yeah, so Ronnie, have you enjoyed the whole book experience?
Oh yeah, very much, very much.
Was it difficult going back through all those days that you've had, or did you enjoy reminiscing?
It was hard going back to my childhood.
Yes.
But once I got, because I never talked about it before, but once
Yes.
I got talking to mine, he was so easy to talk to.
Yes.
That it just all sort of come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But what's been your sort of greatest memory when you look back over your life?
Having my daughter
Yes.
coming out of prison.
Yes.
We've had a couple of good ones of them then, coming out.
Well, I've only been away 3 times.
Right. How long did you do overall?
23 years.
23 years. What was the worst prison that you were ever in?
Wandsworth.
Wandsworth. Well, why was that the worst?
Most brutal.
Really?
Yeah. Every day someone got hurt by the screws. Because we weren't normal, we was category double A's.
Yes.
So they could do anything they liked to us because we was classed as ultra-violent. So if they bashed you up,
Yes.
they could get away with it.
Self-defence for them, I suppose, Ron,
That's
wasn't
what
it?
I used to say, yeah, self-defence.
Did you ever get nervous if you were doing a bank robbery? Did you? Was it?
No,
what was it?
I loved it.
Did you?
I loved
Was
it.
it an adrenaline rush for you?
Yeah,
Ron?
I loved it, yeah. And I'll tell you what else I loved, the money.
Yes, yeah. The money. Have you stuffed it? You still got a few quid stuffed under the floorboard somewhere?
No.
That's it.
It's all out of date now.
Yeah, that's it. So, if you could go back and relive your life again, would you change anything?
Getting nicked.
Yeah. Tell us a time where you got nicked. Where did they pick you up from the street, or do they raid the house, or what happens?
The first time I got nicked, coming back from Leeds.
Right.
We went to do a bit of work there.
Yeah.
But it didn't come off. Well, it did come off. We never got to, I shot someone. Well, I shot 4 people. And I've always regretted that.
Yes.
But that was a very bad day, but it's something I always remember.
Yes, absolutely.
It weren't a good day for the people who got shot, Ron, really, was it?
No, not really. No.
When you get all the guns and the shotguns and things like that, I mean, do you ever have an opportunity to practice with them or get used to them?
Yeah, I used to go down a farm.
Right.
I used to go down a farm. Once we cut them down, we had to make sure they weren't going to blow up in your hand.
Yes.
So we used to tie them to a post and fire them, you know what I mean?
But they were for scaring people more than anything, Ron, weren't they? You never,
no.
never ever wanted to use them.
No,
it was
I
just
never.
purely to just put fear into people to get the job done.
I never went out to shoot. Not on a robbery. I went out to shoot people other times, but that weren't on a robbery. No, I never went out to hurt no one.
No, so you worked a lot with Joe Pyle. What was he like as a man?
Brilliant. Proper loyal. Really good man.
Yeah. And
very well respected.
Yes. Yeah, and you carried his coffin at the funeral, I remember.
I did, yeah. But I was holding his hand when he died.
Yeah. Oh, really? So how many years did you know him for?
When I was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
So what sort of a man was he? I mean, I saw him quite a few times, and you knew him a bit, Brendan, didn't you?
Joe, as I say, I've always said this, Dave built his whole persona on Joe.
Yes.
Joe was his mentor.
Yes.
And he didn't look up to anyone more than Joe, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That really was the man he built all his principles and underworld decisions on. Was how Joe would have, and connections, on how Joe would have handled things. That's how Dave liked to do it.
And so, do you miss some of those chaps now passed away, like the Tony Lambrianos? Yeah. Any particular names that come to mind that you miss?
Well, Tony.
Yes.
Well, I miss everyone. You know what I mean? Everyone who's gone. The people that they're gone now because they're doing life sentences. You know what I mean? And I miss everyone who was with us in them days. As I say, most of them are dead now. Yeah. I mean, you look at this book.
Yes. Yeah, show us the book. Let's show us the book. So we want to see that up in the thing.
Let's have a look at the book now, Ron. Look.
Everyone on there is dead except for Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. You know Roy Shaw, Joe Pyle, Charlie Kray. And of course you knew Charlie Kray really well.
Oh, very well, yeah.
Did you go away with Charlie Kray?
Yeah, I got nicked with him, yeah.
So Charlie Kray, what was he like?
Charlie was a gentleman. Yeah. Charlie was a gentleman. Yeah. Charlie weren't a gangster like his brothers. Charlie was a fence. Charlie used to buy and sell stuff.
Yes.
Everyone knew Charlie, and always give a fair price.
Yes.
You know, and he weren't like his brothers at all. Charlie could have a fight. He was a good boxer. He was a Navy champion, wasn't he? So he could have a fight. But Charlie wouldn't shoot anyone. No. He wouldn't stab anyone. No. He'd put his fists up and fight. You know what I mean?
What about Ron and Reg? Did you know much of them?
I knew Ronnie more than Reg. Yes. Because I was in the hospital, the prison hospital with Ronnie.
What was he like?
Dangerous.
I imagine he was.
Yeah, he was. You know what? When you were sitting like this, the least thing could send him into a rage. You know what I mean? Fly off the handle. I mean, he poured a big standing steel bucket of tea over a geezer's head.
Right.
And I said, what was that about? He said, he never filled me cup up. And I said, well, you never have a full cup. No, he said, but he should have known that, you know what I mean? So he just tipped the lot over and burnt the hell out of him. I watched the blisters coming up. That was terrible, yeah. The screws never done nothing, they never moved. They all sat sitting there. Yes. Then after about 3 or 4 minutes, I said, Ronnie, we'll put you back in your cell now, you know what I mean? He went, yeah, all right, as if nothing had ever happened. That's how he was.
So, Brendan, anything that you want to ask?
Well, I just think, has it been like a relief for you writing the book in some ways, Ron? Have you felt that you've gone back and sort of dealt with things from your childhood and your earlier life? Has it helped you in that way?
It's not helped, but it's put a few things straight.
Yeah.
Put a few things straight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well done. Well, it's a part of the journey, isn't it, to go back and sort of deal with things and all that. So if it's done
just
that,
hold that book up there, because
the book is an excellent read. It's a superb read, and I've no doubt it will become a film at some point, Ron. We've no doubt about
they're
that.
Talking about a television series now.
Wicked, definitely. It's definitely screen-worthy for sure.
So do you fancy being famous then, Ronnie?
He's already famous.
I know he's famous, but even more is what I mean. Yeah, can be really famous. Well, I really wish you best of luck with the book.
Thank you. I'll just go with the flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. Yeah, well done, Ron.
Thank you.
We've got Martin Knight here. This is the man responsible for all the proper literature about Ronnie.
Yeah, he knows everything, Martin. He's one of the great writers of our generation, isn't he?
He definitely is a superb...
Are you taking drugs, Liam?
No, the book's a superb hit, Martin. You've got to be really pleased with it.
No, I'm very pleased with how it's gone. Yeah. We're here today to mark the publication of the paperback. Doing very well. Getting lots of good reception everywhere.
Are you thinking about doing an audio version of the book?
Oh, it's already done.
It's already done?
Already done, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Should have got you to do it.
Yeah. What was it like working with Ronnie?
Great.
Yeah, was it difficult to get him to tease him out?
It was at the beginning.
Yeah.
And obviously, yes, we were steering clear of anything he hadn't been convicted of.
Yes.
But then when he sort of let loose about his childhood,
Yes.
I was shocked
Yes.
about what a terrible childhood he had.
Yeah.
And I don't think he even realised how bad it was.
Yes.
And for me, that was the clincher with the book. You know, when you can see how someone has evolved,
Yes.
why they've evolved, that made it special to me, yeah.
Brendan, he's done every sports star and everything.
Yeah, yeah. He's,
George Best.
George Best, wasn't it?
Yeah, did George Best, Peter Osgood,
Yeah.
Charlie Cook, Dave Mackay in the football world, did the Bay City Rollers, Alan Longmuir
Yes.
in the music world, did a guy called Phil Sparrowhawk who was Howard Marks's partner in crime, which is a fascinating story.
Have you been attracted to crime or sport? What's your main thing?
No, I just like different stories.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's the person themselves.
the person themselves. So I've written 2 books about the Romany culture, Jimmy Stocking
Yes, of course.
and Joe Smith,
Yeah.
both gypsy men, both very successful in their own fields. Joe became a professional golfer. Yeah, so I'm attracted to, what's the word?
Mavericks, I reckon.
Mavericks and minorities.
Yeah, fantastic.
People that wouldn't really get written about. I was in the Isle of Man earlier this week,
Yes.
walked into their Waterstones and I saw Ronnie's face looking at me. So you know you made it when it gets onto a shelf in the Isle of Man.
Isle of Man.
You want it in the airports, don't you? And all that.
That's where it should be, yeah.